Hi Vinyl community, it's Mike here, and today's video is a thread response, and it's a response to Midge's Vinyl Gems, and Midge is celebrating 1 year in the vinyl community, and he's a fellow Yorkshire VC. He's down in South Yorkshire, in Sheffield, not far from me, and he's got an absolutely brilliant channel. The guy's got a fantastic sense of humour. And he shows some really interesting stuff. He's a fan of electronic music, so he shows a lot of stuff that I've really not heard before. And usually when I check it out, I find it's really great stuff. He shows soul and funk, but he shows all sorts. And I think one time he showed an album that was British Railway train announcements. So, you know, you never know what you're going to get with Midge's channel. But Midge styles himself as the chap in the hat who likes to talk about, or the guy in the hat who likes to talk about records. And so the thread is associated with hats. So basically all you have to do is show 5 albums, and I've gone a bit over the top here, far more than 5, but 5 albums where people are wearing hats or other sorts of headgear on the covers. So I just get myself suitably attired, and then we can get on with it. Right. So there we go. This is my record collecting hat. Now, first one. This album is a folk classic, a lost folk classic, and it's an album that really didn't sell at the time. So originals of it go for really silly money. So this is a reissue, but it's Vashy Bunan, Just Another Diamond Day. And as you can see, on the cover, there's a painting, and there's a young woman stood at the door of her cottage wearing a headscarf. So that's the first one. Second off, an album that I think most of you will probably own, and that's Joni Mitchell's Regina, and there she is looking rather cool, smoking a fag and wearing a rather fetching beret. So that's the second one. Right, third one. This is a lady. She's got sort of Russian American heritage, and it's Regina Spectre. And this is my favourite album of hers, and it's called Soviet Kitsch. And as you can see, she's wearing a rather fetching Soviet era naval cap. So there you go. That's Regina Spectre. Yeah, this is a fantastic album, by the way. So there you go. Right, a band that were really big in the early 70s and are still going strong today, and that's a wonderful Russ and Ron Mail, also known as Sparks. And this is our album Indiscreet, and you can see there in the back there's Ron wearing his vest and a rather fetching hat. And on the back cover you've got another guy there lounging in the sun wearing a rather nice fedora. So there you go. That's or is it a Panama? I don't really know. There you go. That's that one. A band that I really love. A band that I went to see quite recently, and that's Sleford Mods. And this is their album, Key Markets, as you can see. And right in the middle of the gatefold there, so I'll open it out. You've got Andrew Fern wearing his trademark cap, and a guy down in the corner here that looks to be in quite a lot of pain, doesn't he? I don't know what's happened. You know, maybe got his touchy caught in something. I don't know. But there you go. That's Sleford Mods and Key Markets. Right, another band that I went to see back end of last year, and it's the Fabulous Corettes. And when they played at the Brudenell, they were absolutely brilliant. But they're brilliant on vinyl as well. So it's a married couple, Flavia and Martin Corey, and you can see that Martin's wearing a rather nice cap there. And I wouldn't mind betting that that's not all of Flavia's own hair. So there you go. That's the Fabulous Corettes. Right, folk legends, and Richard and Linda Thompson, and Pour Down Like Silver is the album, and on the front cover you got Richard Thompson looking rather sort of pensive, I don't know, staring into the distance there, and then you got Linda Linda on the back, and you know, they're wearing headscarves like this, and I think this is about the time when they embraced Sufism, which is a sort of mystical sort of Islamic religion. I don't know much about it, so I'll leave it there. But yeah, this is their album, Pour Down Like Silver, and there you go. That's Richard and Linda Thompson. Right, the next one is a guy who's probably the king of exotica, and it's Les Baxter, and this is Space Escapade and Music Out of the Moon. It's a sort of two albums on one, and there's a guy pointing into the distance there in his space suit with his space helmet there, and yeah, this is really nice sort of, you know, lounge music, and yeah, I really love Les. And people in the UK, you probably remember sort of the Top of the Pops albums that you used to get. They're really cheap, and you could buy them in Woolworths, and they would have anonymous cover versions of the latest hits, and there'd be about 20 on each album. They'd come out about once a month or so, and Les Baxter was behind a lot of these. So Les Baxter and his orchestra would be playing on these hits, and they get somebody in, a singer in, that might sound a little bit like Mark Bolan or David Bowie or whoever they needed, and they do these quite passable covers of the latest hits. So there you go, that's Les. Right, another folk album, the brilliant, incredible string band, The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter. So there you go, there's a nice sort of hat on the front, but the back cover I think should have been the front cover. So there you go, there's a lot of people there wearing various hats, and that's the incredible string band. This is an absolutely fantastic album, by the way, so there you go, the incredible string band. Right, an album that I showed quite recently. It's a jazz album, but I'll show it again because it definitely fits in this thread, and it's Sonra, Space is the Place, and there you go. Magnificent ancient Egyptian inspired headgear, celebrating the sun god, no doubt, and yeah, and there's another picture in the middle there, some more sort of lovely sort of Egyptian sort of headgear. So that's Sun Ra in his ancient Egyptian costume, and Space is the Place. Right, the brilliant Wild Billy Childish, and this is Wild Billy Childish and the Chatham Singers, and it's Kings of the Medway Delta, and there you go. It's a trio. So you got Billy there with his guitar, with a rather fetching hat, and then the drummer, a guy called Wolf, also wearing a lovely hat, and then you got Juju in the back there, the bass player, and unfortunately she's not wearing a hat, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, is it? So that's Wild Billy Childish and the Chatham Singers, Kings of the Medway Delta, and some lovely hats. Right, the donut in Granny's greenhouse, the Bonsai Doug band, and there you go. So there's a band on the front in full sort of like medieval inspired costume. Yeah, this is a great album. I mean, you got My Pink Half of the Drain Pipe on here, which is one of my favourite Bonzo songs, and Rockalizer Baby. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Particularly Viv Stanchel and Neil Innes. I mean, Neil Innes went on to be part of the Wonderful Rottles, the Prefab Four. So there you go. That's that. Right, 2 to go. And this lady was a busker in San Francisco, and she's called Space Lady, and she'd always wear this sort of little plastic helmet, and it would have a ping pong ball on the top, and the ping pong ball had a bulb inside, so it'd flash on and off. And she would play covers of the latest hits, whatever, sort of on her little keyboard there, out in the streets of San Francisco. And you can see that a couple of guys admiring her her music there, and they're also wearing rather fetching headgear. So there you go, that's Space Lady, and this is called Space Lady's Greatest Hits, and there you go. And finally, a weird one. This is a duo. It's Laura Marlin and Mike Lindsay, and they call themselves Lump. And there you go. And this is a sort of full body costume here, hairy or what, eh? So yeah. The music is sort of fuzzed out guitar, Moog synthesizers, and sort of a surreal, sort of absurdist, Dadaist lyrics, and yeah, really quite nice. And I'll show you the inner there because it gives you a better idea of the costume there. So a head totally covered in hair. Is that a wig or is it something else? I really don't know. But that's it. So that's the last one. So anyway, well done, Midge, getting to 1 year in the VC, and I'm sure you'll have many more years to come. And for those of you that don't know Midge's channel, I'll leave a link in the description, obviously, and go over there, watch some of his videos, and I'm sure you'll want to subscribe. So until next time, I'll see you. Bye.